My beautiful people, today we're discussing one of the greatest players of all time. He's got a prime card in FIFA Ultimate Team. If you appreciated the intro, a true throwback, drop a thumbs up. I tweeted out asking people, where does Maradona fall in terms of the greatest players of all time? The majority vote was top 5. So show me your top 5 in the comments. I'm interested. And if you don't feel that he's in the top 5, show me your list. What you're seeing on screen is the squad that I start with before I change in game. When we get into a match, I pause, I change it to the 4-2-3-1. Maradona is going to be our central cam. And in 20 matches, we went 19-1. I'm going to show you the full statistics at the end of the video. But I want to talk about his pros and his cons. And the real question is he worth it? What can you expect? It's been one of the most frequently asked questions I've received over the last week. Ooh, what other players do you want to see me try out during a weekend league? Or even when playing Division 1, it's still a solid testing point to see if this player is up to a certain caliber, a certain tier. But without further ado, let's get into the clips. I'm going to have breakdown clips, and I'm also going to have live gameplay clips, a combination of both, so you get the reactions and you get the information. In the first examples, I think it's important for us to discuss his dribbling and his skill moves, because these attributes, if you look at the card, you're thinking, this is going to be premium, this is going to be special, this is going to be magnificent. Insert a superlative here. And indeed, it is very good. He has 5-star skills. He's a smaller player, but he's kind of crafty. He's got a certain level of poise. He's got this ability to almost walk around your opposition. He does feel Messi-esque. If you've used the normal Messi card, or if you've had the pleasure of using the Team of the Year Messi, he has that. And this freeze frame, you can tell that defender stands no chance. We got a lot of space. Is he going to run at me? Is he going to sit back? You know the drill. We are definitely going to unleash some sort of fury of skill moves. It just has to be that way. I love having flair in my gameplay. I wish this FIFA actually catered more towards skill moves at times. I'm going to run this segment as a bit of an all-inclusive. We're looking at skill moves, dribbling, hold-up play, his close control. Is it top of the line? Is it this top tier that I'm describing? And the answer is absolutely. You can count on him to have a good first touch no matter what the situation. As long as he doesn't have to chase down that pass, it will stick to his feet. There you go. Take that rebound. Not an issue. Next section, we have the attacking awareness, also known as the attacking positioning. And I've circled Maradona just because I want you guys to see where this play develops, how it unfolds. Where does he end up at the end of this play? What did he do for the squad? What did he do for the team? And this is something that I'm not necessarily triggering. And that's why I think it's also important. And he will sit higher up the pitch. This is not a defensive player. He's not looking to chase back or be involved on the defensive side of anything, which is very nice. If you're looking for quick counterattacks, you're looking for a leader in terms of starting that counterattack that can facilitate, you can expect some passing being on display, but you're not necessarily going to see every time I switch the pitch, every deep ball, every through ball, just because I'm showcasing assists and also goals. And I want to make sure you guys get to see what turned into a goal. So do not think that he is going to leave you hanging anywhere on the pitch in terms of being able to facilitate. And he also makes a lot of short passes that even if your opposition reads the pass, the ball somehow like pops over him, which it's an interesting attribute. Moving on. Can Maradona finish? And the answer is simply yes. If you get a 1v1, one of his drawbacks or negative traits is that he does not have a killer amount of shot power. And I know it says that on his card, and that's not what it always means. However, I can co-sign and I can say with a lot of confidence that is going to be a drawback. When you're shooting from long distance, or even if you're doing a lot of low-driven shots, if you don't get enough power, he's definitely not going to generate enough power. You definitely have to make sure that you hit that sweet spot. And if you do, you're going to score goals. But if not, he doesn't have the same type of power that a Cristiano Ronaldo or even a Gareth Bale or some of these guys that really stick out in terms of, I don't need to be perfect to make sure it still goes in. Goalkeepers just fall over. You're going to need to make sure that you put a lot of oomph, a lot of emphasis on hitting the power mark. Not necessarily for your 1v1 finishing, but if you're shooting from outside the box, count on it. The last two examples, we're looking at the finesse shots and free kicks. Just his curve, which is second to none. Maybe Team of the Year Messi, because they're both left-footed. I can see the comparison. But the ball definitely moves when you're striking from outside the box, inside the box. Anywhere on the pitch, basically, if you're going with a finesse shot option, count on that bad boy to be moving and grooving. Before we get into the live reactions, I want to give you my full list of pros and cons because I've realized those examples showed some. It didn't show everything, so I want to make sure that I touch base on every point that I think is relevant and it's definitely important if you were contemplating picking up this Prime Maradona card. I got the list over here. I already talked about the touches, the close control, and I also discussed his passing. You're going to be surprised by his balance, and you're also going to notice that he has a little bit of strength. You're not going to necessarily just overtake Maradona, even though he is very small and undersized. He can bump with people, and he's not just going to fall over. Don't count on that happening. The last couple pros, we're looking at those skill moves. Of course, they're crisp. You're going to appreciate skills if you know how to do skills. And in terms of the attacking positioning, I love that I don't have to tell him where to go. He knows. He's going to run the show. He needs to be somebody that is on the ball constantly for you. I wouldn't recommend playing him up top or center mid. There's really only one position for Maradona in your squad. That's going to be the cam slot. Sign him up. What's the bad? He is small, 5'4", 5'5". He has a 3-star weak foot. Shot power on the card says 85, feels maybe even a little bit lower. So we're talking about 81, 82, and that might be his largest drawback in terms of offensive capabilities. Pace, how fast is he really? What does he feel like? I feel like his pace is more along the lines of an 88 or an 89. He felt about as quick as the baby Del Piero. And that brings me to the last point, and this might be what causes his pace to feel a little bit lower. And you're going to notice around the 70th minute or so that he starts to slow up a little bit. But I use him almost as a pass-first player in a lot of these little quick turns. So he didn't get as tired as you would think in my squad. But if you're a runner, someone who turns, you put your head down, diagonal running, very direct, he might get tired relatively early for you, and you're going to notice it quicker than the next man. But let's look at those live reactions. Let me know what you think of the card. A lot of you have used the loaned variation of this card, or you've actually completed the SBC, so you've had a lot of games under your belt using Maradona. From my end, is he the best value pickup? That's a lot more debatable, but I would still give him an 8.7, 8.8 out of a 10. He rounds close to a 9. You just need to make sure to have the right players around him, and you have to play the style that triggers what he does well. Passing and moving, playing very quickly, and just looking for these little key movements and intricacies in your gameplay. Is that something that naturally fits your style? Or are you looking for the truck stick? Do you play super slow? Do you need to be able to put your head down and run? Be honest with yourself. But let's check out the clips. Yep, Maradona on the board. Oh, that was naughty, son. Where was that rebound last game? Maradona on the board again. Beautiful. Yeah, what's up? Eat that up. Yeah, we do that. We do that down here. Ah. That's just beautiful. Do you see the tight footwork? And we get the rage quit. God, Maradona, what? Woo! A lot of curve, not tons of power, but boy does it move, man. Keepers just don't have a chance. Ah, it's just well done. Thank you, Cristiano. There we are. Number 2. Man, Maradona is looking amazing on stream tonight. Uh-oh. Yeah, off the ball, he has to be. For you, Edmir. As we get the rebound from Maradona. That's a good idea. Ah, Maradona, man. This dude is killing it, homie. Yes, sir! Ah! Maradona, right foot, 3-star, no problem. Oh, here we go. There we are, 1-0. Good finish, Ronaldo. Oh, yeah! Maradona, let's go! Let's go! Another assist. Ronaldo loves you. Got him. Ah! No! Come on! Tap it in. Thank you. Thank you. I was already ready to celebrate because I got the little task mix-up, bro. Little task mix-up. Had a couple big chances. Oh! Del Piero! Could not have played better D. This game was always going to be won or lost in the 90th, I think. Let's get it. Yes. Thank you. Maradona knows what to do with it, buddy. Oh, what a ball. Beautiful. Beautiful delivery, beautiful finish. We've got our lifeline. In 20 games, playing as a center attacking midfielder, we scored 24 goals, 13 assists, only in FUT Champs. In a more defensive formation.